Hi everybody, my name is Christopher Rocky. I'm the Director of Education of Mortgage Resolution Services. Mortgage Resolution Services is the short sale division of F&F, our nation's largest real estate provider. Because of our unique relationship with F&F, we are often able to meet with lenders. I'm going to tell you a couple of tips about working with loss mitigation that comes directly, sometimes indirectly, with these lenders. But here are 5 tips to help you. Number 1, remember, loss mitigation, although it is a concept or a person or a department, remember this. It is a people business. There is an actual physical human being on the other line. Okay? Now, they may be very aggressively trained and may not be paying as much attention to your hardship letter or to your file as you wish they were. So a couple tips on building rapport. Where are you? What do you like? How's the weather? Kids? It's a people business. Here's tip number 2, and this is what I don't want to see you do. Because this is a people business, here's a concept, and I actually learned this from Jacob Swodek. Jacob told me, why would you go and sit down at a listing appointment and get in your nicest suit and your tie and show your level of professionalism that you have to that homeowner, and then take the suit and tie off and run over to the phone and get on the phone with loss mitigation with your boxing gloves on? It's the same concept. You keep that level of professionalism with loss mitigation. You are a real estate professional. Do not ever compromise your professionalism. Number 3, tips to work with loss mitigation. You know, a lot of these East Coast lenders, they open right at 8 o'clock in the morning. So when on the West Coast, we get up and we want to get in their ear first, and we get on the phone with the loss mitigation department right at 8 o'clock in the morning, guess what? They've already been at work for 3 hours. Here's a tip for you. Recognize their time zone. Find out where loss mitigation is and be the first caller of the day. And I'm sorry if you have to set your alarm for 4:45 in the morning and have a quick cup of coffee to be prepared for a professional conversation with loss mitigation. Go ahead and do that. Folks, you can always go back to bed, okay? Second, here's an idea. I've had a lot of agents tell me, you know, loss mitigation was very rude and they just were not perceptive of what I had to say. Here's an idea. Try this. Tell loss mitigation, listen, I understand that you're having a very tough day and you are absolutely slam busy, as am I. I am positive that I have done everything that I can to maximize the recovery of capital on my file. It is a complete file that I know you're going to want to look at. Because I understand that you're frustrated today, I'm going to do us a favor. Today is Thursday. Let me give you a call back on Monday, and let's review the file then. And what happens? Right away, that loss mitigator who had their boxing gloves on sets down the phone and they just exhale and, gosh, that person was nice. And what do? Generally, they'll pick up your file and give you a call back the very next day on Friday and say, you know, you were right. I have had the opportunity to review your file. Here's another quick tip along those same lines. If you're still not getting through and that loss mitigator continues to be rude and continues not to be helpful, remember this business, you're going to get further with honey than you will with vinegar. You get on the phone with their boss. You find out who that supervisor is. You call them first thing in the morning and you tell them that you've been dealing with Jane or John with that loss mitigator who's been assigned your file for the last 2 months, and it is an obvious reflection of management on how well they have been responding, how much help they have been offering. Because you're going to get so much further with honey than you will with vinegar, try complimenting. Because then what's going to happen? The boss is going to go over to John or Jane and they're going to say, hey, you just got an excellent compliment on this file. You think John or Jane is going to be bitter when they call you back? They're going to exhale and they're going to say, let's work on your file. Last tip, if all else fails, ask loss mitigation up front. How long is it going to take me to get an approval? If they tell you 60 or 90 days, do not use this strategy until, let's say they tell you 90 days, until day 100, okay? You write a small executive summary. It's just 1 paragraph. You tell them that you turned your file in on this day. It was a complete file where you were told that it would take 90 to 120 days, let's call it 120 days, okay, to get an approval. And it has now been 140 days, and I have yet been assigned a loss mitigator. Please have this file assigned right away, as I am sure that you are sure that we do not want the alternatives. I have done everything that I can, again, keywords, to maximize the recovery of capital on this file. Show the lender that you're in their corner. It's just a one-page paragraph, and you send that letter certified, registered mail, and you CC your congressman, your state legislator, and you also CC the business edition writer of the local newspaper, and you ask for return services requested on that letter, and you will get results. Couple ideas for you to take a look at. My name's Christopher Rocky. If you have any other questions for me, please email me directly at Rocky, ROCKEY, @mresolution.com. Thank you.